Hey, what's up guys, it's the Flipster here, and today we're back with another video. This video is on my top 5 Overwatch characters based on the lore. Now, that means that I'm not taking anything gameplay-wise into account, so D.Va is not on this list. As you guys know, she's my favorite character. Anyways, before we begin, number 1, I want to apologize for the shitty gameplay in the back. I just went in and got the footage for the characters I needed. I was playing quick play. It's pretty shitty in the background. So, without further ado guys, let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we have Zenyatta. Zenyatta is very interesting to me in the fact that he's an Omnic that went up to the shrines in Nepal to contemplate his own existence. This can be very much related to that of another game, if you've heard of it, called Soma. If you haven't heard of it, I really suggest looking up playthroughs of this game, as it is very beautiful in its storytelling and yada yada yada. Anyways, the question it begs is that even if a machine has a human mind, what draws the line between being a human and machine at that point? Are you human? Are you machine? What are you? And that's the question that I think that Zenyatta is asking here, because during his time meditating in the Nepal shrines, he found that he had an essence of somewhat similar to what humans call a soul. And I guarantee that he used these sort of findings to mentor Genji whenever he came to him after the shutdown of Overwatch. Now, he also had fellow Omnics up there with him. He wasn't the only one up there. He was with a group called the Shambali, who were other Omnics similar in nature to Zenyatta, who asked these same questions. And they became a peace-seeking group amongst unity for humans and Omnics. But Zenyatta did not believe in the majority of the Shambali's methods. For instance, a good quote-unquote friend of Zenyatta's was Mondatta, who was the one that was assassinated by Widowmaker in the Alive short. Now, rather than mass preachings and global awareness to the Omnic human issue, he believes that through individual interaction or small group interactions, that Omnics can better spread awareness of equality and advocate for equal treatment by humans, and I honestly believe that this is a better method than Mondatta, strictly for the sake of the fact that Mondatta was shot for his message and his global presence. So, all in all, Zenyatta's just a great character. I cannot wait for his cinematic when it finally comes. Jeff Kaplan, if you ever somehow see this video, give me something. Give me anything besides a little snippet from a comic of Zenyatta. Even if it's an 8-hour long just loop of him sitting on a mountainside saying just meditating, I will take it. Give me Zenyatta content. I want Zenyatta content so bad. Coming in at number 4, I have Roadhog. Now, Roadhog is interesting in a certain way, and that's the way that he is extremely mysterious to me. Not in the way that Junkrat is. We know that Junkrat has some sort of hidden treasure. We don't really know where he came from, but Mako is basically just an Australian Zarya. Now bear with me when I say that. What I mean is that they are both frontline veterans of this war. Zarya, we know during her time fighting that she has seen a lot of bad things and has even gotten her signature weapon by ripping it off the side of a armored vehicle or tank, and has used it against the Omnics ever since. However, Mako, we don't know much about what he did. Was he in a squad? Was he a single fighter? What did he do? There's nothing to tell us what he did during the war, and that's what I want to know about him. Sure, he's an international criminal at this point that steals anything from gold bars to arcade toys, but what did he do during the war? And did the war make him become who he is today, or what happened, is the question that I beg with him. Roadhog is a great character, and he deserves more either screen time or comic time. He's too mysterious and has had too much content to be as mysterious as he is. And that's why he's here at number 4, is that he is so incredibly interesting that it's like a good TV show. I would compare Roadhog's character to that of a good TV show, in that you can't wait for the next episode. And I can't wait to see what else we have in store for Roadhog. Coming in at number 3 is one of my all-time favorite characters, both in the lore and in-game, and that is Ana Amari. Now, what makes her so interesting is that we know, number one, we know a lot about her. Unlike Roadhog, we know a lot about this character. We know that she was at the start and the fall of Overwatch, and that she had contact with Talon members such as Reaper and Widowmaker. Now, what makes her so amazing to me is the fact that she's an older woman that is continuing to fight in her old age, and that she still has this amazing ability, which to me stands out more than Soldier 76, Reaper, or Reinhardt, which have had... Soldier 76 has had some sort of superhuman program that he's gone through. Reaper, of course, well, he's a Reaper. That's it. And Reinhardt has the power armor. Torbjorn has his machines. These are all really good skills, but they all stem from something else or somebody else's creations, save Torbjorn, who uses his own creations. But even in her old age, Ana still has some of the sharpest natural skills in the game. Sure, her eye has been completely knocked out, but at the same time, she's still using her regular eye to do what she does. And what makes that so amazing is that if you've read the comics, then you know that she had a enhanced eye. I don't know if it was robotic or genetically enhanced, but what happened is that during a sniper shootout with Widowmaker shot out this eye, but Ana survived and came back and has become a vigilante similar to Soldier 76 called the Shrike, which is why she has the Shrike skin. Now, that's what's amazing to me, is that she is this older woman that's in her, I think, early 60s, late 50s, and she is still doing all of these things that we see in the lore. She's still as sharp as ever. She is just as deadly and is just an all-around great character to examine in the lore, and I can't wait to see what else comes. Coming in at number 2 is somebody I just mentioned, and it's Torbjorn. Now, I mentioned that I appreciated Ana's natural skill more than his natural instinct with machines, but what makes him have the right to be placed above her? Well, that's the fact that Torbjorn is synonymous with depression. Now, of course, you don't get this by just playing the game. I mean, he's a go-happy little dwarf that is glad to shoot up everybody with his turret, but understanding his stance in the lore is really, really important to understand what I just said about him being synonymous with depression. One example is that, well, an example in-game is a voice line between him and Zarya, where Zarya says that he is the cause of the suffering of the Russian people, and he says, "I know." So, for those of you wondering, well, what did he do? Many of the omnics that were used during the war were originally machines that he had created. In his comic, there's this Omnic, this giant city-leveling Omnic that is called a Titan. And he had helped designed it, or I don't know if he solo designed it or if he had help designing it. Regardless, he had a participation in designing this machine that was altered for war purposes. A lot of the destruction caused by the Omnics was therefore stemmed off of his designs. Much of the Omnic weaponry was stemmed from Torbjorn's designs, meaning that he has to carry the weight of so many lives on his shoulders because the enemy used his designs to destroy entire populations. And that's what makes him incredibly interesting to me. I don't know where his character's going to go from this point, especially after the last comic he was involved in which he's traveling with Bastion now across, I believe, the German countryside. So it's going to be really interesting to see how his story continues to play out, with walking beside a potential creation of his that was at one point a war machine that is now a peace-loving bird nest holder machine. And I'm clueless to know what's going to happen to him. But knowing where he's been, it's really hard to see where he's going to go. And I hope the best for this character. Alright, this last one I'm excited for because I know you're not going to guess which one it is. In fact, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to guess. Go ahead, 5 seconds right now. Alright, did you guess? Well, you're probably wrong, because at number 1, my favorite character in the lore is Doomfist.
What? No way.
Yeah, it's Doomfist. Now, why? Well, because Doomfist is just, number 1, he's awesome. He is the leader, at this point, he's the leader of Talon. The big baddie, if you will. So everybody, of course, even I know that he's mainly a pushover in gameplay as of right now. Hopefully that bug will fix it so I can have some good Doomfist help me out. But my reason behind liking him is because he is immensely powerful in the lore. He is so super duper powerful, and you can see this just by his fight during his origin trailer. I mean, whenever he punched Winston in the very beginning, I don't even think that was a fully charged punch, but it sent Winston, a huge genetically modified gorilla, flying maybe 2 blocks down the street, straight into a building. He's powerful, we get that. And he can contend with some of the heaviest hitters in the entire series. Now, what also makes him interesting to me is that he's smart. We can see this through the Masquerade comic as he systematically tries to go around and kill off the new head board members of Talon that had switched to more of a profitable stance rather than idealism on war creation, conflict evolving, yada yada yada, war is triumph, war is the key, blah 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 sort of stuff. But he's smart. He knows how to govern his entire organization, and he does it well, as far as we know at this point. And I really cannot wait to see not just more lore on Doomfist, but more interactions that he has with other characters. I want to see him and, say, Hanzo have a conversation like they have had in the game, or see a fight between him and Roadhog. I just think these situations that you're going to see these brawls come to life, I can't wait for him to be involved in these sort of fights, because it's going to be absolutely stunning to watch. I guarantee it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I know I sound a little drab in this video. I'm a little bit tired. It's exam time for university students, and I happen to be one of those. So I'm a little tired right now. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Again, like and subscribe if you want more content. Leave a suggestion for more content in the comments down below. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch, and you guys have a nice day.